All right, I'm gonna switch to red just for practice. So we got a couple of things we've been working on during our whimsical houses, one of them being the horizon line and how it affects volumes. So if I've got, actually I'll just put a whole horizon line across right here. And if we have any kind of rounded cylinder shapes that appear below this horizon line, we get the oval on top, with just a curved line on the bottom, and hopefully curvier on the bottom than it is on the top. If it happens to be right on the horizon line, it'll be flat, and the bottom will be slightly curved. If it's above the horizon line, the second story will have the oval on the bottom very, very squished. The closer to the line, the flatter it gets. And the curve on top will be more curved. In fact, since this is practice, we can just stick in the whole oval, kind of see how they're getting taller as they go farther away from that horizon line. And the same is true for any kind of cubes or boxes. If they are below the horizon line, we're going to see that diamond on top. And the lines on the bottom will either be the same as these or even more slanted. If the top happens to come right on the horizon line, it'll be the same thing, kind of flat on top, but when we do the bottom ones, let us be slightly slanted. And if there's something protruding out from the second story above the horizon line, we would see the bottom diamond or shape. And those top lines would be the same as these, or even more tilted. Oh, there's Stephanie. Let's let her in. We've also been practicing our windows. So I'm going to go ahead and spotlight my video here. Whoa, there we go. Can you hear us, Stephanie? All connected?
Yes.
All
Hello,
right.
everyone. Oh, I need to apologize to Kristen. I called her crazy because she said I wasn't there. And I think she was right. I wasn't there on Friday. I thought she was talking about Wednesday.
Oh. I'm used to you, Stephanie. It's okay. Call me anything.
I told you you'd get used to me eventually.
Actually, you call me friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, boxes and cylinders and
Yeah,
horizon line.
That horizon line and what it does to the same form at different levels. Oh, you know which one I didn't do? Let's say it's smack dab in the middle.
Oh boy. Up and down, I guess, right?
Yes, and you get a little bit up and a little bit down. We try to keep it subtle. If it's cylinder.
Okay, and so we don't actually see either of them. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, right. Okay. So you really only know it's a cylinder because of those little curves. Otherwise, it would be.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be flat.
Yeah. So then we're practicing some windows. I'm going to give myself another horizon line, and then I'm also going to give myself, let's say there's top of this house here, a building. And I want to add a window on the right side. Let's say it's right on the horizon line. That would mean it would be flat on the bottom. And we'll just do a little arched window. Then let's say I want to do another window on this side, rectangular one. Thing not to do, I'm going to do it in red because it's not to do. We can't go flat. I can't just draw a rectangle like that and make a window. So what do? I have to find the closest line, like this one, and just copy paste it, just follow it parallel. Zoom in on here now. On the sideways line, just follow the closest one, vertical. This one's vertical. Now I've got my bottom line, what do? I can't just copy off my top line because it'll be too tilted. I see it's very close to the horizon line, so I'm going to just do a slight tilt. If we have another one below, we know the sides are going to be up and down because the sides are up and down. The top, which is very close to the horizon line, can be pretty flattish. And the bottom part, pop quiz, what does that need to do? Should it go A, up, or B, down?
Down.
Yes, very good. Go slightly down. Yeah, not a big deal because it's still pretty close to the horizon line. Same thing if you wanted to do another arched window down here. We can't make the bottom flat. Let's say here's my arch. But it's on the opposite side of the building, so instead of going in this same direction, it has to be opposite. And it'll go slightly up. Now, these are not windows yet because there's no thickness. There's no cavity. Where do we put the thickness? If it's on the right side, it's easy. We just stick it on the right side. And because it's right on the horizon line, this one is anyway, I don't have to do anything with the top or bottom. This is just going to be dark in here. But the one below it, because it's below the horizon line, we're going to have a little bit of the bottom thickness and the side thickness. Same thing on the other side. It's on the left side, so we put it on the left side. We're going to see that bottom thickness and the side. Oh, Mickey the Great and Terrible is here. I will let her in. Now we've got a window that's above the horizon line.
Hi.
Hello.
Mickey the Great and Terrible, we see you. You have a picture.
Yeah.
Cool.
New computer?
No, I was messing around with the app because I heard like you could change it so you could like just tune out background noises. Did not figure that one out.
Oh, well, that's all right.
You got a picture up there.
Yeah.
I got to change your picture. That's cool.
Step in the
You
right
think
direction.
I'm pretty.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous.
Thanks.
I like the haircut. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while. You do.
You look a little bit different than I remember.
Yeah.
But you look great and terrible.
Thanks.
So then we're going to do a little bit more over here in my last spot. Let's build ourselves another general sort of building. Maybe we'll do one on the ground this time. We've been doing a lot of closed doors this entire time. Let's see if we can open a door. So I'm going to make my general door shape. It's going to be an arched doorway. And I want that door to open outwards, let's say. It's not in America, so the door is going to be going outward. I'm going to try to do that same shape, slanting in the opposite direction. Oops, mine got a little bit tall. That's all right, it's practice. We need to add some thickness to that door, so it's on the right side. I'll put it on the outside of my shape. And then for my doorway, I need my thickness on that also. And then we can add on our little details that we like to do, little doorknob. Most of the time we can't get this kind of detail since the doors are so small by the time we do the whole building. But we'll get a little practice in. And then your door might have some cross beams to hold all the vertical slats. We can't make it just a regular rectangle because that'll break the illusion. We have to take that bottom slant and use it again. If you want to be really thorough, you can put some thickness right on the end and some thickness on top. I'm just going to color it in thicker since it's so small. Pop it out. And as we go up to do the same on the top, you can see it's closer to the horizon line. That means we're going to have to flatten it out a little bit. And we will see less of the thickness on top. Same amount on the side, but just a little less on top. Cool. Let's move on to our real house, our wizard house. I'm gonna get some better paper, some cardstock if I have any. And I do. It's going to be a vertical house, so I'm going to put my paper portrait formats. I didn't have time to draw a demo, but we're going to go off of this guy. We're going to do 2 different heights and connect them with a little bridge thingy. So I'll stick that over here, I think. So we want to make sure that these fit on our paper. We're going to go for the tall building first. So pretend that there's a line in the middle of your paper. Don't draw anything on the right half because we're going to save that for all of this later. We're going to try to keep it skinny on the left side. I'll grab my black pen this time.
Okay. Okay. I might have to mute this.
So we're going to start way down here on the base.
There we go.
And I'm just drawing the facing side that's coming toward us. So I'm going to just make a rectangle. Bit like that. And it has this awning on top. So from my side over here, I'm going to do a little bit of a diagonal. And also going to make this bottom line a little bit of a diagonal so we get that 3D effect happening. This awning is going to extend past that wall And then we just connect up our shape. Back and forth, back and forth. Then we've got this whole light colored rectangle that we're going to go for in one shot. We just have to remember to leave some up top so that we can fit our little pointy tower there. So on my paper, let's back up here. I've got that much left. I have to kind of guesstimate. I want my tower right there, so I can maybe go that high. I'll just sketch out very lightly, just dragging my pen, barely touching the paper. And we need to stick on these two skinny rectangles on the sides. Actually, we'll go for this one first because the roof goes over that one. We're going to stick on this one and just leave a little bit at the top for our pointy roof. Or actually, you could do your pointy roof first. If you say, okay, I want my roof right here. Whoops, let's get on camera. I want my roof to be here. Then from there, I'll come down super lightly, maybe about halfway down. Oh, more than halfway. Let's go a little lower. Light, light, light. Then we'll go ahead and we'll work on this basic shape of the roof. We'll just extend it outward past that block again. We want to make the two side towers uneven, so one's quite a bit shorter than our long one. So I'm going to pick a spot. Might be a very, very short tower on mine, that's okay. Just lightly sketch that in. And I'll lightly sketch in the rest of this roof. Barely dragging my pen. We're going to have some dormers poking up out of the top there, so I want this line to be especially light. So I can make my dormers a darker, thicker line and not have it turn to scribbly mud. Then we'll work on our other half. So I want this angle between the two buildings to not be so steep that it looks like nobody can get up these stairs. So I want to work on that angle first, coming down from my main tower. I'll just do a partial line. So I know my building has to come up somewhere there. It might be a little taller than it is in the inspiration picture, but that's okay. I'll stick in my rectangle, which is about the same level on the ground as our very first one. So I'll just come over from the bottom over here, glide my pen across, upward. So lightly. It's a little wiggly, that's okay. That's what whimsical houses are. And I want the roof to go above my stair diagonal line. So I don't want to stop the roof down here because then you'll be having stairs that go right into the roof. I'm going to have my roof go a little bit above this diagonal line here. And this one's a triangular roof, but it actually has a flat top. If you've already drawn a point, that's okay, but for a little bit of variation, you can make it a flat-topped roof. Then there's this like little shed or little side room that sticks out where these stairs are going to come onto. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch out my curve and kind of see where it lands, maybe right there. and then add the roof, general shape. And this one doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. Placement is going to tell us that it's a little farther away because it's a little higher on the paper. Cool, we got the whole thing fitting on our paper, hopefully. Let's go ahead and start back down at our very first building. We'll just kind of work our way around clockwise. I'm gonna come down here. Focus. There we go. So you can do any kind of windows that you want. We're going to put some kind of window over here on the right side. I think I'll do a double arched window just for fun. And then to make it more 3D, I'll add just a little skinny thickness on the left side. A little skinny thickness on the bottom since it's below the horizon line. Our horizon line, by the way, is going right through the middle of our paper. How do we know this? Because when we look at our original image, this roof we can't see underneath, and it's pretty flat, so that must mean our horizon line is close to here. Since this is flat, we can't see the top or the bottom. Can't see the top or the bottom of that one. But up here, we can see a little bit of the underside of the roof. So we definitely know that's above the horizon line. And we know that this is below the horizon line because we're getting that bottom box shape. So when I go back to my drawing and I'm doing my windows, I know I'll have to put the bottom thickness because we are below that horizon line. I'm going to carve out the door. You can do an arched door like they have here, or you can change the shape. Since I already have arched windows, I guess I'll make it all match. And it's on the left side, so I'm going to add the thickness to the left. The thicker you make this thickness, the further back the door is pushed into the building. You'll have a little extra down here, so we usually make that into a little welcome mat. And we can fill in the door details a little bit later. We are going to add these little side buildings that are poking out. Some from the bottom line here, we're going to add on another extension. So it's going to come out. A little skinny rectangle. And it has that same slanted roof, so right up from the top of that roof, I'll come down this way. And we're going to follow this line for the most part for the depth as it goes back into space. Just a short one. And on the roof, short one. And then we can connect these shapes up. Oh, Stephanie got kicked out. She's going to reboot and try again. Okay. So then from beyond this corner of the roof, kind of right here, we're going to come up and draw the side of this big building that we had. Let's connect that one up. And we need that so that we can put these braces for this part that sticks out. We need these diagonal braces here. So from the corner of my rectangle, we'll go back. And we have another one from this side. Whoops, I should get more on camera. From this side of the building, same angle. And this is right on the horizon line, so those are all going to end up at the top at the same flat surface. And that'll be the thickness of this tower. I'm going to shade it in there so you can tell. That's all thickness there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to hover my pen from this base of the drawing. I'm going to go hover, 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 and land right on the other side. Right from the top of the roof, I'll have this roof hanging off here, just a skinny little rectangle. And connect it up. We've got some kind of like cool wood detailing down here. So I'm going to go ahead and very, very lightly give myself a guiding line very close to the top of the roof here. And another one very, very, very lightly. Just drag that pen along so that we can put in these blue cross beams. There'll be one on each corner for sure, so I'll put those in. And you can put as many or as few across as you want. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to kind of space them out here. 2, 3. And they can be a little crooked if you want. It doesn't have to be straight up and down. The thing is, each one of these is going to need a thickness. And then we have to figure out on the horizontal ones, is it going to be on the top or is it going to be on the bottom? Well, since our horizon line is up here, we'll know that we'll see the tops of things because they're below the horizon line. So I'm going to see the top of this horizontal one in between all these vertical bars. And it's on the left side of the building, so we will have the thickness on the right side because they're popping out, not going in.
I'm back.
All right.
Yay!
That was crazy. I had trouble signing in, but then to just get dropped, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I saw
We didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Uh-huh. So I'm just gonna watch.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to wrap this around my building. To do that, I can't just continue it flat. It has to go at a certain diagonal. How am I going to know which diagonal to use? Just find the closest one. Here's one from the roof. I'll just use that one. This one's a little closer to the horizon line, so I'll do it just a tad bit flatter. Then we'll move up and we'll do this big central window. I don't know why the shutters don't really attach, but it is what it is. So I'm going to put, oh, actually we got this set up here too. Let's not do that then. I think we're going to take out this middle part and we'll go for just that top part there. So I'm going to put in a big rectangular window. And we'll see what we can fit in the middle later. And if I want to cut it out, it's on the left side of the building. So the left side thickness. Do I need a top or bottom thickness? Yes, actually, I need a little bit of a top thickness. It's above the horizon line.
Oh, hey, have you or Christian tried out Metabang Paint yet?
No. I went to the website, but I haven't downloaded it yet because my laptop is super old and I don't trust it.
I was going to say, it looks like it's working good today, huh? Your Elmo and everything, right?
Oh, yeah, my equipment is working well today. I'm borrowing my mom's laptop, so that's okay. Yeah. Didn't want to risk it. Because so far when I try to log on just by myself, it still acts crazy. So I'm just going to have to find some other equipment to get this job done. I'm not going to mess with the shutters for right now. We're going to go for the main windows on the two towers. I'll stick in a arched window here.
Mikey, is that you, the albino snake?
Yeah.
Is that yours? Do you have one?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay.
Is that a stuffed one?
No, I love ball pythons a lot, but I'm not sure if I want to take care of one.
It's a lot of
with
responsibility.
like these dogs and a cat.
And if I need to put a thickness, these are above the horizon line. I can check back on my doodled one. If it's above the horizon line, I just need it on the side.
Oh, hey, do you like my title, Stephanie?
Yes.
I don't see it. Oh, Mikey the Great.
And Terrell.
Yeah, that's all I see is Mikey the Great ...
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah,
she's terrible too.
I'm a terrible
you know, at first I had trouble. I don't know whether it's just me, but the thing wouldn't let me out until I gave myself a last name. So I figured, why not just give myself a title?
There you go.
And be the modest and humble person that you are.
Yes.
Great and terrible.
If somebody doesn't do it, you might as well do it yourself, right?
Hey, right.
I'm gonna put another little diagonal brace on there just to hold that guy up.
Are you gonna put all those bricks in there, Betsy?
No.
Oh.
We probably won't have time for that.
Oh, thank goodness.
But as per usual, I'm going just kind of around the drawing so we can go from general to specific. So we'll probably get all the windows in, and then the bricks we'll save for the very end. And I'll leave that to you on how many bricks you want to put in. Because in the original, I mean, you can see the bricks all over the stairway, all the shingles on, all the bricks, that's a lot. So we'll get the big forms in first.
That's a cool
Yeah, it's a cool design though. I don't know who did it. It cuts off, I don't know. Don Van G. Dormers. We're gonna stick some dormers up on the top of the roof here.
Oh, hey, are any of you watched Troll Hunters? Or the various series that have inspired off of it?
Is that good? I have not seen it.
It's Netflix,
oh yeah, I'd love
right?
it. Remember when I was recommending it to you guys? A long.
Is it anime or is it real people?
It's animated, made by DreamWorks, and it's Netflix.
Yeah, that was. I watched a couple when I had Netflix, but now I don't have it, so I haven't seen it for a real long time.
Yeah, it's based off of a book series. A very different book series. me and my mom went on Kindle and bought the book, and we got tired of reading it to each other, so we're playing the audiobook and listening to it
Yeah,
together. It's fun.
I like audiobooks.
I do too.
And I can do something with my hands.
Audible.
It's different from the original, but we're having fun.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, like if you can watch Troll Hunters, please do.
Okay.
I've been wanting something. I've been getting all kinds of too real to life things.
Yeah. We need
Yeah.
cheering.
It's definitely it's different from real life. I'll tell you that. It's not like real life.
Good. I'm currently in a book about a young boy that lived in Italy and helped the Jews climb over the Alps. But it's really good, but I need something that's
It's
not
heavy,
real.
huh? Yeah.
Depending on whether you watch the show or read the book, it's very different. Like both of them are not like real life at all. I don't really know. Like we haven't gotten far enough to the point where we know the actual plot of the book too well. Basically, like something like a kid gets kidnapped by trolls, and then like
I don't even care if there's a plot. I just want not real.
No.
Some good old fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Did you slant that window on the dormer on purpose?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Mikey. That one on the left, did you slant that on purpose? The window?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But more for just it being uneven and whimsical, not perspective-wise.
Oh, okay. I wrote it down. Troll Hunters, Netflix. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of spin-offs.
Yeah, my mom keeps. Yeah. Oh, basically, I don't know if it's like it in the books, but in the show they kind of made like two different series of it. Like, you know, sort of like things going on like around the time or directly after the show. Because the second one is called Three Below, and that goes on kind of like simultaneously, sort of like in the series / like later. And then there's Wizards, which is basically basically just a continuation right after after Troll Hunters. And there is some things that happen that like you might want to watch the like Three Below, but it's not really necessary to watch.
So if I'm going to start from the beginning, which one do I watch? Just Troll Hunters? Okay.
Yeah.
I want a window at the top of that tower. Or do you think it'd be too tangent with the dormers? Yeah.
Sure.
You know, if I don't draw and I just watch you draw, then in my little world, I can draw just as good as you.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I think we should put it up here. Nice.
All right, and then there's a little chimney stack thingy poking out. Let's stick that on there.
Where they really put that side of the wall and thing in shadow, don't they?
Yeah.
Can't tell if it's a walkway or just a support system. You can imagine whatever you want.
Yeah, I was actually going to stick in kind of a doorway here just so you can tell it. Yeah, you can come out of this building and there's stairs. We can't see the stairs and we don't have to draw the stairs.
No.
But they're there.
Stairs. My arch enemies.
Arch enemies stairs.
You just cover them up like this. This is your solution.
I just thought of something, and I just want to clarify something real quick about Troll Hunters. There is a movie, like a similar name. I think it's called Troll Hunter, or maybe it's called Troll Hunters. It is not related to the show at all. It's just a random weird movie.
Oh, okay, so no movies, just a TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, good clarification.
Little stovepipe.
Yeah, we got another little window up here. So this one's tricky. It might feel like it should go on the right side, the thickness, but this face is going the same way as this one. So all the windows on this one are going to be the same as this one. Does that make sense? Probably not. I'll show you instead. The thickness on this one is still on the left because this building, we'll look at the bottom here. Here's the part that's facing us, and it's going to wrap around, and this is the right side of this building. Oops, this is the horizon line, huh? So this will
Yes.
be...
Does everybody have ash snow at their house too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
My neighbor took a picture over my roof, and it's just you'll see it on Facebook, Kristen. It's just a little orange and brown, orange ball in a massive brown sky.
Yeah.
Yes, that it was like that here. It just
Yeah,
this morning
my
or
mom told me
what?
about it earlier. Like it was apparently heavier, and now it's like just a little bit. And
Where is the
we
fire?
had,
Down by
we had
you?
because when she came in, she was just covered in ash.
Oh,
My laundry had ash. I had to shake out my laundry, wash down my bed.
Oh, man.
Hey, so where is this fire? I don't watch TV, remember? Where is
Oh, I don't either. I heard Solano County, maybe?
Contra Costa, Solano,
Yeah.
Rockaville. I think
think-
are the
Cool
Solanos, Napa, Sonoma. I mean, they're everywhere right now.
Yeah.
But I think Contra Costa is about the closest one to us.
I can't wait for summer to end.
Oh, no, I'll never say that. You will never.
Yeah.
I hate the cold and rain. Ugh.
Oh man, I love the cold and rain. I love fall. I love pumpkin spice.
I'll make you pumpkin spice. Oh, those are big old
Yeah, but it's like
bricks.
when
Yeah, some big old bricks on the foundation. Actually, I'll add them over here too. Gotta tilt that one up. Tilt that one up. We've got about 10 minutes to just add whatever details we feel need to be added. Work on your favorite parts. If you'd rather just add some greenery in the back, it's kind of barren right now. Usually we add some trees and some flowers. Maybe we'll have a little tree over here.
Yeah, the artist doesn't have anything back there except like a purple screen, huh?
Yeah, I think this might have been for a video game or something. So somebody else would have handled all the background and
Oh,
things.
Oh,
they
I think.
maybe
I'm not sure, but it
show or
might
something.
be. Maybe we'll have a little wishing well sticking out the back here.
very Tuscany, huh?
Yeah.
Class ends like after you stop recording. Can I show you like some stuff
Of course.
I've been working on?
Actually, we're kind of done with the instructional portion. Now it's kind of just like fill in the details that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.